All right, let's talk about the introduction to real relationships. So, in this series, I really hope to accomplish a couple things. I really hope to have you guys have a better understanding of what types of relationships that you should be having in your life, maybe relationships or friendship. And by the way, when I say relationships, I don't always mean dating or marriage. I mean friendship as well. It's all the same thing altogether. So, you'll learn what to look for in a relationship, what to not look for in a relationship. Where are you at in your current life? Relationships, dating, friendships, all of it. Because like I said, relationships are the most integral part of your life besides your faith. Besides your walk with the Lord, what he gives us is relationships around us, is the people around us, is community. And so I just feel like the world has been really fractured this past year when it came to community. Obviously, thanks a lot, COVID-19, thanks a lot, pandemic, to where people were locked inside with their spouses and their families for like over a year, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But I mean, like some of us, not when I said some of us, I was about like, it's not me. I loved spending quarantine with my wife, but some of us, some families, I don't know, maybe wanted to like rip each other's hair out or got annoyed. And, with all joking aside, I feel like part of us also got fractured in the way that we view community. We stopped viewing it as essential and we started viewing it as a luxury. Let me tell you, friendships and relationships in your life are not a luxury, people. It is a necessity. People in your life are necessary for your health. You need them, okay? It's like I don't need anybody in my life. All I need is the Lord. Yes, true, okay? Really, when it comes down to it, all you need is you and your relationship with the Lord. However, if you want to actually enjoy any aspect of your life, if you want to be successful, if you want to find success, you need people in your life. It is not a luxury, it is a necessity. And so, the first step, in my opinion, and the reason that we're going to do the intro to this is we got to understand where we're at. Because if you don't understand where you're at, you will never know where you need to go. Honesty, self-assessment, taking inventory of your life. Where are you currently at? If you know that, then you will have a clear roadmap of how to grow, how to go forward. I'm not the best when it comes to directions. And by that, I mean, I'm kind of the worst when it comes to directions. I'm really not good. So whenever I'm driving, I give my phone, or Adrienne has her phone, and she does Siri. She does the directions. She tells me what turns to take, where to go. I might go somewhere, honestly, like 10 times, and I might still need maps. It's kind of sad. But all that to say, you know what happens when I miss a turn or I don't know where I'm at? I don't just keep driving with the hope that eventually I might figure out where I'm going. Eventually, I might get to where I was supposed to, my destination. Eventually, I might end up where I wanted to go originally. No, that'd be stupid. What I do is I go and I figure out where I am so I can understand where I need to go, right? That is the heart of self-assessment in your life. And it transcends friendships and relationships. You can look at that in any aspect of your faith, of your business, I don't know, your art collection. I don't even know what that means, but I'm saying any type of your life can go under that assessment, self-assessment of like, where am I at? Because if you know where you're at, you know where you need to go. You know the steps, the places that you may have turned wrong, or the places that you went forward when you should have turned. So my heart for today's episode is that we just get a clear picture of where we should be at. And with that, we're going to look at something. I posted this on my Instagram. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, make sure to follow me at Spencer Knock, Spencer N-A-K. Tag this episode, tag it, and tag me in your stories and let me know that you're listening to this. I'll be sending out some coffees your way if you tag me. But on Instagram, I posted this idea. And all it was, there's this guy named Robin Dunbar, and he's kind of a G, right? He's an anthropologist, but a British anthropologist. And so Robin Dunbar came up with this study, and he came up with Dunbar's number. Now, what is Dunbar's number? So Dunbar's number is basically the amount of relationships in our lives that we actually have the capacity for, okay? And this might be a new concept to you, but everything in life, there is a capacity for it. You yourself, think of yourself as like a cup, right? You only have the capacity for so much to be filled inside of you. So if we don't understand our capacity, what will happen is we might overextend ourselves and we're pouring out everywhere, which isn't healthy at all. Or we might be completely empty when we should know how full we should be. And because of that, again, that overextends on the opposite side and it's not healthy. So Dunbar's number is essentially the amount of relationships in your life that you actually have the capacity for. And that number is 150. Now, I know when I say 150, it's like when I read that number, I thought in my head, do I even know 150 people, right? But the 150 are breaking down into tiers, okay? So I'm going to explain these tiers to you. The first tier, the first circle is 5. This is your intimate loved ones. Now, who is this? This is mom, dad, spouse, maybe a best friend, maybe another best friend, but it's mostly encompassed by spouses, family, and like a or a couple best friends, right? Which kind of debunks the theory of like you can't have 10 best friends in your life, because at that point, you're overextended. Those aren't real best friends in your life. You only have the capacity for 5 intimate loved ones. Okay? After that, we go to 15. 15 is like your closest friends. 15 is like shoulders you'll cry on. 15 is people you will open up to, people that you might be hanging out with on a regular basis. After that, it goes all the way to the 50. Now, 50 is like kind of it's like concentric circles. It's your friends, you would consider them friends, but maybe you don't talk all the time. Maybe they live across the country, and if they're home for a weekend, you might hang out. But it's like people you follow on social media, you love keeping up with their life. Like that's the 50. And then it goes to over 100, and that's kind of like more acquaintances. And beyond that, it's just like recognizable people beyond the 100. So your life is only has the capacity, okay, when we're talking about relationships, only has the capacity for so many people. And what happens is if we don't understand this concept, and by the way, when I'm talking about this, I'm not saying like if you have 6 intimate loved ones, cut one out of your life. They don't deserve, they can't be there. I'm saying obviously there's margin, maybe somebody has the capacity for 10 intimate ones, I don't know what that looks like, but I'm saying you journey through it and you figure it out. It's like, Spencer said I can only have 5 intimate loved ones. Sorry, Mom, you can't be in my life anymore. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we generally have to understand what our relationships look like if we know where to go from there. And so when we look at Dunbar's number, we got to understand what season we're in, okay? And there's 3 seasons I feel like we're either in. Maybe we're either in the operating room, we're either watching the bloom, or we're either needing to prune, okay? Bars, first of all. Kind of corny, but it's bars, okay? We're either in the operating room, we're watching the bloom, or we need to prune. So what does that mean? The operating room, I feel like most people, because this is a concept that even when I realized I had work to do in this. So most people are going to be in the operating room. Now, what is the operating room? The operating room is it's time to go to work and make more relationships and make more friendships, okay? It's time to go to work and figure out what friendships are necessary in my life, how to get the 5 and the 15. That should be the priority, the 5 and the 15, how to grow those, okay? That's the operating room. The season of bloom is maybe you're in a sweet spot where you have great relationships in your life. You have great, intimate, close ones. You have a concentric circle of around 100, 50 people. Like you're comfortable. And then you're reaping the benefits of it. You're reaping the benefits of friendship, of accountability, of encouragement, right? Or you're needing to prune. Maybe there are people that you let into your 5 that really deserve to be in your 50. Maybe there are people that are in your 5 that deserve to be in your 100. Maybe there's people that you're keeping at arm's distance that you need to start to invite into your inner circle, okay? there are sometimes people that we need to prune, toxic people in our lives that aren't good for us. If somebody is not giving in relationships, giving you something in terms of like, hey, encouragement, challenging, whatever it may be, maybe you need to prune them into the category of the 100. Nobody in your inner circle should be living there rent-free. Now that sounds selfish, but what I mean by that is nobody should be in your inner circle coasting there doing nothing. Your inner circle is meant to help you, and it's meant to help them. Okay? So it takes brutal honesty. So tangibly, what does that look like? It means making a list, and I'm serious, making a list of your most intimate loved ones, making a list of the 15 and seeing, okay, where are we at with that? Because also a common misconception with this is that is how much we have the capacity for. Okay, that doesn't mean you need that many people. I did this on Instagram. I had a few people reach out and be like, man, I need more friends. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not like, hey, if you don't have 150 friends, you're a loser. No, I'm saying that's all we have capacity for. So maybe you have 2 intimate people in your life. Maybe you have 5 close friends, and beyond that, the concentric circles go from there. That's not a bad thing. I'm saying we need to understand where we're at to see, do I need more people in this circle? Do I need less people in this circle? Do I need to allow more people in? Do I need to kick some people out? Because ultimately, you in your future, your calling, your destiny, your success is going to be tied to the people around you and the people that you invite into your life. Just a matter of fact. People tear down or people build up. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this series. I'm super excited. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be like, more than a couple episodes, and we're going to be talking about friendships, dating relationships, marriage. We're going to be talking about all this different stuff. But step 1, I wanted to do the intro on take inventory of where you are at. And if you need help with this, I say this every episode. If you need help, go to snleadership.com. Send me an email. Let's jump on a phone call. I would love to help you in the process of doing this. So again, take inventory. I'm really excited about the series. If you made it this far in the podcast, thank you. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, big ask. Leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. Leave a written review. We just bumped into the top charts in like South Africa and somewhere else. It's like funny. It's like, number 7 in South Africa or something. So kind of wild, but thank you if you've been leaving reviews. Make sure to continue to do that. Tag me on Instagram, shout out. Let's have some dialogue on this episode. Tell me what you loved. Tell me what you hated. But besides that, let's take inventory. Let's get better. Let's start understanding what relationships are necessary in our lives and go from there. Thank you so much for listening to The Future Is Now. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.